What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, man. It's your boy King Bardo KV. So today we're back with another video, and today we're talking about a very special topic, a very special subject, and a very special topic. Why should you go to college? Without wasting time, we're gonna jump right in. You know what I'm saying? Car vlog. You know what I'm saying? We sitting in a V. We sitting in a V. You feel me? The 335. That was hella corny, but you feel me? You get the vibe. Sitting in a 335, you feel me? One of my dream cars, and it's just amazing to be sitting in one of my dream cars. Got some plans for some more, but this is just one of my dream cars. So what we're gonna talk about today is why should you go to college? And I know that there's a lot of videos and there's a lot of different information out there why you shouldn't go to college, but I'm in college and I'm about to graduate next year, so I have a year left, literally like a year left. Like next year this time I will have been a graduate. So I feel like it's a very important subject to talk about, especially as a man, because I feel like a lot of men don't even go to college in general. So I feel like me experiencing college, I could just tell a little bit of my story so far. I think it's important to at least experience college, right? It's important to experience college for a plethora of reasons. See my big word, college word. But honestly, you don't need to go to college to be smart. You don't need to go to college for none of that stuff. But this is a different reason, different perspective of why I think it's important to go to college. I think it's important to go to college because it helps you to develop yourself. You know what I'm saying? As a young teenager and as a young adult, you don't have a lot of perspective on life, and you don't have a lot of perspective on a lot of nothing stuff that you thought you knew, you really don't know shit about. So it's like a hit in the face when you go to college sometimes, because if you're not independent, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to wash your clothes, if you don't know how to cook your own food, if you don't know how to balance your time, things of that nature, it can be very, very hard. And you could go to college even if you want to be an entrepreneur, even if you want to be a business person, even if you want to have your own businesses. No matter what you want to do, you can go to college. And I think it's important to go to college because of, I hope you don't get my video copyrighted, but yeah, like as I was saying, it doesn't matter whatever reason, whatever you want to be in life, could never be lacking. You got to pay attention, got to be vigilant. But whatever reasons or whatever what you want to do in life, I think it's important to go to college because it develops you, it develops your character, it develops your personality, it develops growth, it promotes all of those things that's not necessarily with a college education. Because as you may think, you know, you go to college to get a degree and to study and to, you know what I'm saying, get a job. But I think college is actually bigger than that. It's one of the first times you're actually alone by yourself, and you're not with mommy or daddy, and you're not with cousins or whatever. In that time, you actually find yourself. And for my first year, I had a rough first year, not because I didn't know how to do things by myself, because it was just such a big adjusting period from coming out of COVID to living with my mom to actually living by myself. And I feel like being in New York with my mom was also one of the reasons where I wanted to like go away and be an adult by myself. Because I just wanted to develop and grow without feeling cluttered. And nothing is wrong with that. You have to go away sometimes. Sometimes you have to go away from the ones you love, and you have to go away from things that you know. And going away from that has been one of the best decisions I've made. Not saying that college has not been hard, but it's been great in the sense that I'm more prepared for the real world now. I'm more prepared to be an adult. I've seen different things and different aspects of personalities from different people. I've been in more encounters with things that are more real world than people that are still back home. And as a young adult, you might think like, oh, I don't need to go to college to do this, to do this, to do that. College is a scam. When it comes to finances, right? It's not how it used to be. There's a tons of scholarships. There's tons of opportunities to actually cover your college tuition. So going to college and be like, oh, it's a lot of money and this, that, and the third. Yes, it can be if you don't have scholarships, if you don't have the resources. And for me, my first year is very difficult because I didn't have those resources and I had to just bet on myself. And because I didn't, honestly, like not having a good guidance or being first generation can be very, very difficult to go to college your first few years because you don't have that guidance that everybody else might have. And I didn't have a guidance counselor where I could sit down and talk to them and discuss scholarships and things of that nature. And I felt that. I felt the after effect of that, like of not having someone to sit down to and talk to and discuss stuff with about college. I felt that because I didn't know about scholarships like that. I didn't know about internships. I didn't know about different programs and things of that nature going into college. So I had to find out about that in my first year, where as some of my fellow classmates and students already knew about all of that stuff. They already knew about how they're going to get their tuition covered, how they're going to do this, how they're going to do that. And, not knowing can be very hard at first. So there's a lot of information out there. I don't think that no one should be going through a time where they're trying to find a lot of money and things of that nature to cover college, because there's a lot of resources. You just have to look now. And if you don't have the support system in school, can be hard, but just venture out and try by yourself. That's what I would say. But back to what I was saying about why it's beneficial. So now we're talking about how you're going to get there, right? How you're going to cover it, right? If you can cover it, you're going for free. If you're going to college for free, there's tons of benefits of that. Like, tons of benefits, tons of opportunities and things of that nature. So, all right, now you're in college. You need to learn how to network. Network is your net worth. And it's very, very important to build a good system of people that you know. That's with staff, that's with friends. Some of the people you're going to school with right now someone might be the next president. Someone might be a business owner. Someone that you're going to school with right now can turn into a very important person, and you too. So if y'all have that network and y'all knowing each other since college, then you can leverage that. That's an opportunity, right? So it's a lot of different reasons of why that can be beneficial. Like, you don't just go to college to just get your degree, bro. You don't do that. That's not my perspective, and that's not the way I'm talking about. I'm saying you go in there and you're effective and you're efficient. You're making the necessary connections. You're expanding your network and expanding your knowledge. You're going to different meetings. You're going to different things that they have in college. Like, they have tons of events where you get to talk to your peers, where you get to branch out, and get out your comfort zone. That's another thing. It helps you get out your comfort zone. And with you getting out of your comfort zone, you are more open to opportunities. You're more open to different things. You're more open to fail. Failure is not a bad thing. Failure is actually such a great thing that I've been learning about. Like, now's your time to fail when you're in college. Now's your time to try different things and fail. Time to do this and fail, because failure can teach you a lot. And there's a difference between success and not successful is failure and doing it again. You never not accomplish what you're trying to get unless you stop. So if you continue trying, you're going to be successful. I have had multiple businesses that I've started during my high school years and college years that have not been successful, right? But does that mean I stop? No. I keep going. I keep striving. I keep being better. And I don't know why this light keep coming on. This light keep coming on and messing up my thing. But back to what I was saying. We ain't getting off track for no reason. When you're actually trying, you can be successful. And I think that's one of the benefits of being in college, that you can try and fail. You can try and fail. That is so important. I think a lot of the stuff on the internet now is about like, becoming rich overnight, becoming successful overnight. And that's not realistic for a lot of us, right? That's not realistic for a lot of us. For young students that are coming from high school, bro, do not believe in that stuff, bro. That stuff is not real. Those people have been grinding for years. Knowledge that they've learned for years, met mentors, met a ton of people, and that's what you can have the opportunity to do in college, right? And it does not come overnight. And I know that. You feel me? I've been grinding for a while, and I can go harder, which I am. I'm going harder every day. But I think it's important for you to learn that a lot of the stuff that you see is not true. It doesn't relate to you, and you can't compare yourself to them. You're comparing your day 1 to their day 1,000. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to compare yourself to certain people. Like, yeah, you can look at them, take advice, and see where they're at, and like learn different steps that they've taken. But you don't want to compare yourself to a point where you become depressed. And it's important to branch out from that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important because, like I've said before, man, it's a ton of benefits. Like, you get away, you're actually living on your own. You're learning different habits. You're learning different traits. You're learning about people. You're learning about so much stuff. That's why it's beneficial, in my opinion. Like, I'm studying business right now, right? I'm a business major, marketing and supply chain management, right? Dual concentration. And I love business. I've had the opportunity to intern with different companies and do different things, and that has helped me realize things that I want to have for my own business, different structures that I want to put in place for my own business. That's a lot of that's so beneficial because I didn't have to pay for that, but I got that through college, right? So those opportunities that might come, I'll never know down the line when I need to be like, hey, what's up? I did an internship with you, da 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 da. I would just like to come to your office to talk about this new product that I'm launching. I think it could be a great opportunity to make a connection with both our companies. Boom. You never know. So I think you can leverage those opportunities and brainstorm and use that time to grow. That's why I feel like it's important, not because of the scamming and the money and the tuition and stuff like that. If you actually go there and be like, oh, I'm not gonna just go here just to fly past and get the grade, and actually go here and make meaningful connections, you can actually establish something for yourself and make a big legacy for yourself. And it's important to start building your legacy. It's very, very important to start building your legacy, building your personal brand, building your personal image. And that's what I think a benefit of college can be. Because a lot of us don't want to go to college, but a lot of us don't want to work either. And how's that going to work? You feel me? You don't want to go into the workforce right away and you don't want to work. Where is your money coming from? Where's your capital coming from? Like, how are you going to make this work? How are you going to start a business if you don't have no experience, you don't have no knowledge, and you don't have any money? What you gonna do? I think the best thing to do is to develop yourself, keep working on yourself, keep building yourself, keep learning, develop, read, run, exercise, and work on your health. And once you're doing those things, you can blossom into something beautiful. Go shop Perlo. That's what Perlo means. And that's why it's important to do that. There's a bunch of different reasons why I say it's important to go. And at first I was against it. I wasn't gonna go to college, to be honest. I was not gonna go to college. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to just jump right into my business. I started drop shipping. I have a clothing brand and I didn't want to go, right? But I decided to make that move, right? And it's been very beneficial. I've made tons of connections, tons of opportunities. Now it's just up to me to continue to grow those opportunities and make those networks and those connections even more meaningful, right? So for example, like even the content I'm making on YouTube, like if you watch my videos, like you can see they're all over the place. Like I'm still finding what I want to do in that field. I'm still finding how I'm going to get across to my audience, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. But I still have the opportunity to develop and grow because of college and not running to go pay a bill. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to jump into a real world, and real world is hard. You know what I'm saying? You have bills. You know what I'm saying? You might have to take care of a family. There's a ton of stuff that you might have to do that you're going to be jumping into, right? And you're not ready for it when you can keep developing yourself. Reading, like I said before, like that is so important. Like people put the knowledge that they've developed over time into a book, and you don't want that. That's like having a mentor. Right? Yeah, you can't talk back, but you're getting the knowledge from that. You're getting something else in someone's brain, and you can try and apply those different things and how they will be beneficial to you. So it's important to read and exercise and take care of your body and your health. I've watched tons of videos and I've seen like all the same things that the millionaires have in common is that they take care of their health, and they read and they exercise, and you do things to keep developing yourself. You never stop learning, you never stop growing, right? So that's why it's important. That's just a few of the benefits of why I feel like college is important. And you shouldn't just try to jump into the work world right away or things of that nature, because college can give you time to develop, you know what I'm saying? And it can be very dangerous to consume a lot of content that's not about, you know, realistically for you, because a lot of those people have failed, and you don't have to make the same mistakes they've made, because, you know what I'm saying, like you can be your own path, develop your own journey, your own story. You don't have to follow what they're doing. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying, you can see what's best for you, apply that knowledge that's best for you, and I think is a big to do that. But without further ado, man, you know, that's really, like, it was on my mind to really talk about that, like, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of the times you might feel like, oh, this so much stuff is going on in my head and you might not understand yourself, but that's because you don't know yourself, you know. So keep developing on yourself, keep working, keep growing. And it was important for me to make a video like this today because I just felt like it was necessary. It was on my chest. And yeah, so stay tuned for more videos, more talks, more advice. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of this video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like it, and I hope you listen, take heed. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of teenagers from 16 to 19 or whatever your age may be, but I feel like it can be very beneficial for you to go to school, get it paid off, go to school for free. You know what I'm saying? And keep working, keep grinding on yourself, keep developing your business. Don't stop nothing that you're doing. Don't stop nothing that you're doing. Don't stop nothing that you're using to grow yourself. But you do that while you're in school. Yeah. And I'll make another video about distractions and all of that stuff that could come with college. But it's important to make that first step to go to college. You know what I'm saying? There could be a ton of distractions and things of that nature, but it's important to just go. Without further ado, man, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to tap that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed already, what are you doing? What are you doing? You feel me? Just hit that button, subscribe, and stay tuned. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. That's it. King Vardo out.
Past years, yeah, I made some mistakes. KV and my boss, now I know what it takes.